did the cool boo. I dribble right through you, nothing you used to. I got the new moves. They make
and responded.
Most people don't know how to handle jab steps like that.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
okay, LD.
Hi, this is Luka Doncic. I'm here in California doing the mocap for 2K, and I'm really excited.
What's up, Luka?
How are you?
How are you? Come on in.
We're gonna get you right into it if you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Let's get you suited up.
Hello.
The scene is being set here in Memphis, Tennessee at FedEx Forum. The Nuggets taking on the Grizzlies. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you May 8th.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Allen at the guard spots. AI is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Well, we all know, Clark, the travel in the NBA is just exhausting. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up.
Kevin, I tell you, some of the old-timers would say, hey, they travel in charter planes today and 5-star hotels. They haven't seen anything as far as rough travel. But you're right, it takes a toll. But players are well accustomed to navigating the cadence and rhythm of traveling and still being ready to play.
AI passes to Brooks. And here is Murray. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. And that one's good. Barton.
Barton doesn't back up now. He really takes on challenges. Even when you rough up Barton, he's going to fight through contact and make it hard for you.
Passes it to Valanciunas. Morant outside for 3. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Denver has possession. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Down low. And AI throws it down.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from 3-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Pass to Valanciunas. Morant outside. To the paint. And AI throws it down.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Here's Murray. He had 22 points in the win against Houston. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Brooks dishes to Morant. Here's AI. 5 to shoot. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
For Denver, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Now, how about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
It's Barton with the drive. And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
That ties the game. And it's 6 points for AI.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. To the inside. And the basket by Gordon.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Porter's checked in for Memphis. Ball. Substitution here for Denver. The Grizzlies have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Michael Porter, and it's Gordon in at the small forward. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Suns was superb. He scored 28 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. It looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances from him. Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. We'll see how he does, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Jokic kicks to Murray. They get it back. Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Millsap.
And, you know, even though he's undersized, Millsap doesn't back down. He's good at outworking everybody on the glass.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That one is off.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Barton is checked in. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. 1:16 left in the first half of basketball. Murray finds Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And the layup's good off the glass. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, even when the defense is a little handsy, Gordon is a pro at completing these drives.
Morant kicks to Brooks. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's AI. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. AI's got the game tied up here for Memphis. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Barton outside. Now here's Millsap. He's coming off a 22-point game against Houston. And it's Gordon missing. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Here's Brooks. Rebound by Murray. And here's the fast break. AI in the post. Misses from close range. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Morant now in at the guard spot. AI is out there with Brooks. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Memphis shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Murray surveying the D. Now the pass to Jokic. Inside, here's Millsap. Outside for Murray, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 3-point lead. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And AI throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Barton outside. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Barton's got 9.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
To the middle. Here's AI. Allen finds Morant. AI outside. He doesn't hit that one. Good defense by Jokic. Outside, Porter. Pass to Murray. Passes it to Barton. Denver passing it around. They get a hand on it, and the turnover again by Denver. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Porter subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Big group substitution here for Denver. Outside, Porter. Rivers against Allen. Here's AI. No good on that one, and it's Denver the other way. And stolen by AI. Inside, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
There's Porter with the 3. Offensive rebound. McGee's shot is off. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Jumps up. AI can't hit. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. With the floater and the rejection by Jackson. Here's AI, and AI throws it down.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his person.
Memphis ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Denver. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in the transition.
And, you know, Jokic really burst on the scene during the 2016-17 season, guys. He's a shrewd, smart, tough, versatile center who does just about everything well.
A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Murray. Porter is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the 5. Now here's Porter, guarded closely. Here's Murray. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Morant, the bounce pass. AI, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Free throw, good. Jokic.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Grizzlies. He told me they diagnosed it as a sprain in his foot. Fortunately, it's not a fracture, but still nothing to take lightly. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Down low. And EI throws it down home.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. And the teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position. And boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. The Nuggets trail by 15. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Murray outside. Jacks up a three. A but they get it back. The kick out to Barton. And that one hits back iron.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
We don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
And AI throws it down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
Ballin', 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 ballin'. Hey, big dough hanging out the window. Hey, hang up, ballin' with my kinfolk. Hey, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up on 'em. I'ma hang on the rim, hang on my. Hey, gotta take photos on the grand shot side. Hey, I be in a 4-quarter ballin' crunch time. Like I did the cool, I dribble right through you, nothing you used to. I got the new moves, they making new rules, checking the foo-foo. The conflict is crucial, got nothing to lose, got nothing to lose. Jumping out the gym.